one of the man's favourite things to eat is mac and cheese. And it is perfect mac and cheese weather at the minute. And what I've never tried is doing it in a slow cooker. So,
Whoa!
yeah, well, we don't know yet. Now, I've just noticed the first thing they want is the pasta cooked. So I'll be back. So I'm preparing some of the ingredients. And one of them, it's American recipe, of course, because it's mac and cheese. And one of them calls for, what's one of the ingredients? Velveeta. Now, I've heard of that before, but I didn't know what it was. And it's cheese in a box, which is what met us when we arrived in Australia so long ago. So now it's called Dairy Lee. It used to be Kraft. And it's just cheese in aluminium foil in a cardboard box on the shelf in the supermarket near the Vegemite. Like, seriously. And it tastes just like I remember. So we got the big box because I couldn't remember how much we needed. So I've actually cubed it, ready to go. We need a whole tub, a 250 gram tub of cream cheese. I tend to use the light one. He doesn't care, but I do. We need 6 from memory. 6 tablespoons of butter, which works out to about 120 of butter. And I'll just slice that up a little bit.
A bit of butter.
A bit of butter. None of this margarine crap. So that will melt easier. Then we need the macaroni, which is cooking on the stove. And I remembered Heston Blumenthal's tip, which I use all the time now. I started off in the cold water and just turn it on to cook. So you don't have to start with boiling water or any of that stuff. It cooks beautifully that way. I really liked that tip. I thought it was good. Now we need a can of evaporated milk, and we need 500 grams. All right, so that's easy. Let me go and get something to put it in. Hello, chicken. Dookie bird. Had one leg up. It was really odd. Okay, so we need about 500 of this. Oh, actually, why don't I measure it and be sensible for once? Here we go. We're at 0. That's a lot of cheese. But it is called mac and cheese, not cheese. So yes, I know that doesn't make sense. Okay, so we have lots of grated cheese ready to go. And we just need some black pepper. Oh. Okay, that's a messy thing to do. That's going to go all glug, 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 isn't it? Okay, not my problem. So that mac is nearly ready. And then I'll drain it and throw it straight in there. And we basically put all the ingredients in. But I think I'm going to put the mac at the bottom. The macaroni at the bottom. And then tip everything else on top. Stir it through a bit. And then I'll check it in an hour. Now it's plugged in here because I have a PowerPoint at the end of my bench. So when the mac goes in, I will turn that on. I can't resist this. It's as bad as it is. It's just something about it.
Nostalgia is what it is.
Exactly. So it says cook for 3 to 4 hours. This is quite an efficient slow cooker. So I will leave it on low. And that should be ready for dinner time. So it's about 2:30 now, just after. So that should be ready at 5:30 or so. We may be having early din-dins.
Yum.
And we'll be eating mac and cheese for the rest of the week.
And in case you missed it,
Yum! Okay, strain in the mac and cheese. No, the mac. So into the slow cooker, I've put the can of evaporated milk so that there's something to put the mac onto. So I'll pour the macaroni in on top of that. And then we start adding the other stuff. So throw in the butter. Alright, there. Not leaving the paper on, that won't add anything much. In the way of flavour. Very steamy. There we go. 2 more little bits of butter. And then I'll throw in the Velveeta, or the box of cheese stuff. Still can't get over that. On the shelf in the supermarket, it's just wrong. I wonder what they do to it to make it last that long. Then I pop in cream cheese. It doesn't matter if you glob it all around because you're going to get it to melt. It'll all goop together. Goop is the actual word. Before you make any smart aleck comments,
Is it goop du jour?
It is goop du jour. And it's cheesy goop du jour, so you'll be happy.
Oh yeah. Can't have enough cheese.
You do like your cheese. Don't want to lose any. Right. Oh, come on. You're going whether you like it or not. Okay. Then the last thing is all of this grated cheese. 500 grams of it.
Cheesy.
Very. All right, where's that wooden spoon gone? All right. So it says mix all the ingredients. So I'm just going to put it through, remembering that the evaporated milk is at the bottom. I just figured that was best to have a liquidy bottom to it. Oh, I said bottom. Little boys. Okay. Now I'm going to leave this alone for a while and let it melt. And I'll come back after half an hour and see how it's going. Because I don't know how this slow cooker is going to perform in making it a gooey mess. Not wasting any cheese here. All right. So the lid is stop looking, I found it. Oh, I'm glad I looked.
Pepper.
Yeah, not just pepper, milk. So this needs a half a teaspoon, which I'll measure carefully in my hand. Oh, there it is. Half a teaspoon. That's a half a teaspoon, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. And we need 2.5 cups of milk. That would have been messy if I didn't put the milk in. It would have been just one lump of cheese. Now I'll give it a stir so that the pepper goes through, otherwise it'll be sitting on top and not acting pepper-like. There's nothing worse than pepper not acting pepper-like.
I've always said that.
You have, and that's why I'm quoting you, because it's very important. Vital information, as only a pastry chef can provide. All right. Okay, we'll give it a bit. And we'll come back and have a look how it's going. The lid. Fingers crossed. You know what works even better? Turning the power on. I might turn it on for high for a little bit and then turn it down. All right, fingers crossed. Here we go. Okay. Now we find out if it's worth eating. So I stirred it on the hour every hour just to make sure it wasn't burning and stuff. I'm glad I put that milk in.
Whoa.
So, and I have salad to go with it. And your Cumberland sausage. So, the taste is in the pudding. Let's eat.